You are looking at a stunning view of this morning's traffic location. Good morning, LaDawn, and good morning, Bahamas. Your chilly Thursday morning traffic report comes to you live from Blue Hill Road. We're just outside of Government House, almost at the foot of downtown Nassau. Now, this area is known for its congestion, with it being a popular route to work and to school. Now, joining us this morning is Sergeant Crestania Johnson to talk to us about how to man the road going into that holiday season tomorrow. Good morning. Thank you for joining us.
A pleasant good morning to you and a pleasant good morning, Bahamas. Well, like you stated, we're going into a holiday weekend, and one of the main things that we're concerned about is driving under the influence. That's where you consume alcohol or where you've taken an excessive amount of prescription drugs, anything along that line that takes away from your attention when you're driving. This is a serious thing that we want to acknowledge, advising drivers as much as possible to avoid distracted driving. We're still seeing drivers are still being reported for using their cell phones while driving. These are actions we want to discourage. At all times, your attention is supposed to be on that street. I just want to acknowledge the fact that at present, we still have 12 persons who have been involved in a traffic accident who is hospitalized. This is as a result of persons driving in a manner that may endanger some person, themselves, or some other person. These are things we want to discourage.
Now, speaking of that reckless driving, one of those things that are known to cause accidents, especially at this traffic light right beyond us, is running the red light. It's a very dangerous thing that seems to happen often. So can you talk a little bit about that for us?
Okay, well, we usually have this practice. We see where drivers, they're trying to catch the traffic control light, and they see the light is on yellow. Yellow to them means, okay, let's go a little bit faster because I don't want to wait on this light. But this is a dangerous practice because, as we've seen right here from this light, once the light on one side has changed, the light automatically changes on the next side. And it causes now, if you run that light, the driver who's coming from the next side, some of them are proceeding with caution, and you still have drivers who are trying to rush over in order to catch that light. Those things, like we said earlier, contributes to accidents, and they endanger your life and they endanger your health and safety. These are things, again, we want to avoid. Simply, if your light is about to change, you are to stop. There's a line in the street, and that line that gives you basically a marker. Do you know that even crossing that line when the light is on yellow is a traffic offense? It's a $250 traffic offense. You are to stop right there by that traffic line. You're not to go beyond that line if your light is about to turn.
And going into this holiday weekend, besides this area, this light going on to Great Cliff, onto Blue Hill Road, what are some of the other areas that present an issue where traffic accidents are known to happen and occur?
Well, what comes to mind immediately is the highway areas. We have on the highways, and we have some in residential areas that run along residential areas, especially along, let's say, Tonic Darling Highway. That's a main concern for us. And we have persons, they come across the street to visit their local establishments, the bars, the restaurants, and some people cross the streets intoxicated. Some people cross the streets and then wearing dark clothing. So we're asking pedestrians, we're asking them motor in public, if you're out, try to wear fluorescent material, something bright. If you find yourself being intoxicated, ask for some assistance in having you cross the street or having you taken home. Motorists, please look out for look out for your pedestrians, look out for other drivers, other road users as you traverse the streets.
Now, obviously, you guys will be amping up the forces this weekend, especially to monitor the traffic on the roads during the holiday weekend. Tell me a little bit about that.
Okay, of course, we're going to have continue our special operations. We're going to be targeting persons who have not licensed their vehicles, persons who are riding their motorcycles without their helmets, persons who are traversing the street in a dangerous and reckless manner, that basically they're not driving with consideration for other drivers. These are persons that are going to be targeted. We want to decrease this at all costs. We want to decrease the number of persons who are being hospitalized as a result or being endangered or having their vehicles taken off the street as a result of somebody driving in a reckless manner.
With the holiday season and the drinking and driving going on, hit and runs are pretty popular. So can we just get a warning for the Bahamian public to especially be on the lookout and just be vigilant for these kinds of incidents?
Yes, as a result of, for example, yesterday we had one report of a hit and run. What I would advise even drivers who you find yourself as the victim of a hit and run situation, you can get some information that will assist the police. You can get the description of that vehicle, which direction that vehicle left when they left the scene, try to get the color, all these different things. They play a vital role. Even if you can snap a quick picture, I would not advise you to pursue that driver. We would not want any confrontation. Something would lead into something else. But drivers who are fleeing the scenes of these accidents, we now have a very excellent system with the road traffic department. We can find you. It's easy to track you down now because you have to produce certain documents to us. So please avoid all of that discourse and just stay at the scene. Let's get the relevant information we require and carry on with the traffic accident investigation.
All right, as Sergeant Johnson said, going into this weekend, you want to avoid drinking and driving, texting and driving. And for today, for those commuters, if you're traveling down this corridor, be sure not to run the red light to avoid any incidents of traffic accidents. That's all for now. Back to you in the studio, LaDon.